One more time. Aloha, everyone. Aloha. All right. My name is Hayate Moro, and I'm sure in the next 5 seconds, you will forget. And so in order to kind of avoid that awkward walking down that hallway, hello, Mr. Hayate, karate. Yeah, oh, very well. But in order to avoid that, I'd like everyone to stand up. And I do a little exercise. This is a technique that I use to remember people's name. I'd like you to meet 2 new people and introduce yourself by saying your name and an animal that starts with the first letter of your name. So for me, I'd say, good morning, I'm Hayate the hamster. Go, 2 minutes. Go, go, go. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. Please sit down. Choo! No, I'm just kidding. All right, everyone, please sit down. This is good. Now that everyone's vocal cords are warmed up, welcome to the 23rd International Conference on New Directions in the Humanities, hosted here at University of Hawaii at Hilo. Woo! All right. As you all may know, this year's theme is Oceanic Journeys, Multicultural Approaches in the Humanities. Before I introduce the opening speakers, I'd like to remind everyone, and especially the emerging scholars and students, we are here to grow, to connect, to learn from each other. No one's judging us. In fact, we're cheering you on. For you, showing up today, you're already miles ahead of your classmates. So take a deep breath, smile, and talk to as many people as you can. Your mentor, your future collaborators, they might be sitting right next to you. A lifelong friendship might have just been built introducing each other with animal names. I would highly recommend you use this tactic throughout this conference. All right, let's grab our paddles and start sailing. It is my honor to announce to you our first speaker, someone who's been working day and night to make this conference happen today. She's an associate professor of English here at Hilo. She received her PhD in learning design and technology from Manoa and also has a master's in education. Her research interests and teaching practices include instructional design, development, digital humanities, English studies, media studies, migration narratives and graphic novels, documentary film, community engagement, culturally relevant resources and education, and cross-cultural exchange and collaboration. She has been awarded several teaching and innovation awards, conducted extensive research activities, published articles, and given presentations in the United States, Asia, and Europe. Ooh, I feel like I'm rapping. Please give a warm welcome to the local conference chair, our mastermind, Dr. Patsy Iwasaki.
Thank you, Hayate Hamster. You know, he's one of our Hilo emerging scholars, so let's give a hand to him, too. Good morning and aloha kako to all of you, our scholars, researchers, practitioners, faculty and staff, and to our emerging scholars. As the local chair of the conference, it is my greatest pleasure to warmly welcome you to the 23rd International Conference on New Directions in the Humanities, Oceanic Journeys, Multicultural Approaches in the Humanities, hosted by us, the University of Hawaii at Hilo. Hooray! We at Hilo are absolutely thrilled to bring together such a vibrant gathering. Just as oceans connect us across this planet, we invite you to explore new ideas and perspectives that bridge disciplines, regions, and cultures within the dynamic and expansive realm of the humanities. Go humanities, yes? What an incredible sight to see all of your beautiful faces here today. I want to applaud each and every one of you for making it here. Whether you traveled from nearby, attending and presenting by representing our Hilo or another campus in the system, or have traveled thousands of miles across oceans to be here. A huge congratulations to those of you who navigated complex travel arrangements and visa processes to be here with us. From your emails, yes, you deserve a hand. Because I know, because from your emails, you know, I know that many of you faced so many hurdles, and your perseverance is truly inspiring, and your presence here is truly appreciated. Thank you for being here. I'd love to chat and connect with you all, so please come by and say hello to me and introduce yourself to me and your animal. So this year's theme, Oceanic Journeys, Multicultural Approaches in the Humanities, not only highlights the rich cultural tapestry of Hawaii and the Pacific region, but also celebrates the multifaceted narratives from all lands that you all represent. We have been working on this conference for 2 years, and it's truly been a labor of love. Thank you very much to Tamsin, Phillip, and Asun for bringing the New Directions in Humanities conference to Hilo, our little town of Hilo. You know, last year it was in Rome, and the year before it was in Paris. So yes, we're glad to be hosting it and putting ourselves up there on the map. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to our amazing plenary speakers, Jackie, Marianne, Manu, and Clint, our incredible steering committee, Clint, Leanne, Malu, Francis, Jenny, Hualani, Kobe, Kirsten, Reina, and Kimberly, our valuable helpers, Alana, Kurt, and Michael, van drivers to our volcano tour yesterday. Didn't we have the best time and the best weather? Who went to that tour? Yes, and thank you to Kirsten for coordinating that. And thank you to our drivers, Kobe, Kurt, Keith, and Kirsten. Thank you to Malu and Hualani from the Kipuka Native Hawaiian Student Center, and also Pele, for putting on that wonderful Kipaipai welcome. That was really special. Thank you very much. Margaret at the bookstore, Myla Admissions, Blaine and Kevin from our tech department, our administrations, Chancellor Irwin, Vice Chancellor of Administrative Affairs Keiki, College of Arts and Sciences Dean Michael, Humanities Division Chair Rodney, Native Hawaiian Engagement Director Pele, and so many others from this Hilo campus, and others including Andy Riley from Manoa, who brought a beautiful historic Hawaiian fashion exhibit. And it is at our Mo'okini Library ground floor, so please check that out. All of you, this couldn't have been possible without your collective dedication, collaboration, and hard work. I want to also extend a massive thank you and appreciation to our emerging scholars, both online and in person. Your tremendous help and valuable contributions are absolutely crucial in bringing this conference to life and to run smoothly. From the plenary speakers, Kipaipai welcome ceremony, Hawaiian cultural workshops, which I hope that you all signed up for at the registration desk, to the menu meals. We have tried to infuse this international conference with our university's values as a multicultural, community building, and indigenous serving academic institution. So our program is designed for thoughtful, meaningful exploration, cultural exchange, and a celebration of the oceanic journeys that shape our shared humanity. So let's set sail together on this voyage, charting a multicultural approach to the humanities that transcends disciplinary, geographic, and cultural boundaries. We look forward to the rich discussions and collaborations that will unfold this week. I feel like, I often watch the Olympics and we say, let the conference begin, let the games begin, right? So, mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much from my heart to yours. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Patsy. Next, we have one of the most classiest men you'll find on campus. I have never seen this man wear the same Versace glasses. Besides owning over 15 pairs, maybe 17 pairs of my life savings, he holds a PhD in linguistics, is a chair of Humanities Division of University of Hawaii at Hilo. His research interests include theoretical linguistics, English in Southeast Asia, heritage education, migration, and Southeast Asian cultural studies. He has published various research articles in internationally peer-reviewed journals and with Sage and Routledge, to name a few. He is the president of Asian Studies on the Pacific Coast. His professional society affiliation includes Linguistic Society of America, Southeast Asian Linguistic Society, Association for Asian Studies, American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Language, among others. Please welcome Mr. Snazzy, Dr. Jubilado. All right. There it is. There it is.
No, I'm not telling you the story about the Versace. He's making it up, but some of that is true. Yeah, my name is Rodney, and that's very correct. As a Filipino, we get English names and the family name in Spanish. Yeah. So let me tell you a bit of a story. Here in Hawaii, the word ohana is sacred. And in 2008, March 12th, at 9:30 in the morning, I landed in Hawaii, and I got stuck. I'm still here, and maybe many of you here will be coming back, and be with us. The word is ohana. And in the ohana of Humanities Division, we have 10 programs in 6 departments. And then my eyes got, directed to that one, New Directions in Humanities. When I was at the U.S. Congress to lobby for the support of humanities, I ended up talking to the 2 senators of Hawaii and the 2 congressmen of Hawaii. There's a promise, but a promise is just a promise until they act on it. So we at Humanities Division, we maintain the traditions, but at the same time, we are moving forward to the point that we'll be incorporating digital humanities and so on and so forth. Because we need to thrive, we need to preserve, and at the same time, We must maintain what is going on here, and in the name of the host culture of Hawaii, that's the beauty of Ohana. So welcome to the Ohana. Say mahalo.
All right. I hope to own one day. You are my inspiration. Thank you, Dr. Rodney. Next, I will be introducing you to our local celebrity. She is a native Hawaiian educator, cultural practitioner, and scholar deeply rooted in Ike Kupuna, ancestral knowledge of Hawaii. Born and raised in a family dedicated to the perpetuation of Hawaiian culture and language, she is the great-granddaughter of renowned Hawaiian scholar Mary Kawena Pukui. She is a graduate of Kamehameha schools and holds both a bachelor's and master's degree in Hawaiian language and literature from Hilo, where she also earned her Indigenous Teacher Education Certificate. In 2024, she was appointed in the inaugural Director of Native Hawaiian Engagement at Hilo, where she continues to advocate for the integration of Native Hawaiian knowledge systems across academic and community landscapes. Her work emphasizes the essential role of humanities and cultural resilience, focusing on mo'olelo, storytelling, mele, song, hula, and olelo Hawaii as living expressions of place-based wisdom and social memory. She joins us today on behalf of Hilo leadership to welcome us to campus. Please give a warm welcome to Director Pele Harman.
Aloha mai kako e na hoa maka maka I a mui mai I kia aina o Hilo ma kia hupua o waia kia ma ka moku o kia ave. Aloha. O wau o Pelehonuamea Harman, ka ho'olau kai hou o na mea Hawaii ma ke kulanui o Hawaii nei. I'm going to translate that for you. But I think it's very important that we all hear the native language of this place as we embark on this journey together. I just want to welcome everyone here to Hawaii and to introduce myself. My name is actually, I have a very long Hawaiian name, Pelehonuamea Napua Ala Onu'uanu Gin, which is my Japanese name, Suganuma. Harman is my married name. And so for those of you who went to the volcano yesterday and you heard probably the name Pelehonuamea is one of her many names. I trace my ancestry back to that part of the world, to Ka'u, where Kurt de la Cruz comes from as well. We're very proud of our roots in Ka'u. And my family lineage traces back to Pele as well. It is my absolute honor to welcome all of you to the 23rd International Conference on New Directions in the Humanities entitled Oceanic Journeys, Multicultural Approaches in the Humanities, here at the University of Hawaii at Hilo, which we call Ke Kulanui o Hawaii ma Hilo. We are very privileged to gather on this Aina Hanau, this birthplace of knowledge, storytelling, and resilience, Hilo, a place where ocean, land, and culture converge. On behalf of Chancellor Bonnie Irwin and the executive leadership team here at Hilo, I also want to extend a sincere mahalo and congratulations to the steering committee members, all from our Hilo Ohana. Rodney just taught you folks that word. Our family, our Hilo Ohana, as well as the conference chair, Dr. Patsy Iwasaki, for the many hours and deliberations that went into planning what is sure to be a successful convening of minds and hearts. This moment we share is significant. Around the world and here at home, we are facing complex challenges: climate change, social fragmentation, loss of biodiversity, and the erosion of cultural memory. At such a time, the humanities are not simply relevant, they are essential. The humanities teach us how to be in the right with one another, with our environment, with our past and future. They help us to remember who we are and imagine who we might still become. There is no better place for this important work than Hilo, a university rooted in Hawaii, grounded in Indigenous values and shaped by a community of learners with deep ties to this place and its many cultures. Our location and our people give us a unique kuleana, a responsibility and privilege to lead in recentering the humanities, not just as an academic study, but as a living, breathing practice of aloha aina, love for our place, mo'olelo, storytelling, and cultural restoration. This conference also holds deep personal meaning for me, as Hayate pointed out. Mary Kawena Pukui, whose contributions to the humanities continue to guide us, was my great-grandmother on my paternal side. Her life's work has shaped not only the academic world, but the lived world of our lahui, our people. She was a translator, not just of language, but of worldview. A scholar, composer, hula practitioner, and cultural historian, she embodied the power of ike kupuna, or traditional knowledge, and the responsibilities of carrying it forward. In 2021, the Hawaii Council for the Humanities honored Kawena Pukui, and just this year, the US Mint released the Mary Kawena Pukui $1 coin as part of the Native American coin program. This national recognition affirms what we in Hawaii have always known, that the work of indigenous women, grounded in ancestral wisdom, has universal relevance and enduring value. Like the great oceanic navigators of our past, we gather here to chart new courses across disciplines, cultures, and paradigms. May this conference inspire courage, collaboration, and imagination as we continue our collective voyage in and through the humanities. Mahalo nui loa for being part of this journey. E hua ka'ili ke kako. Aloha.
Thank you, Director Harman. Next, we have an associate professor in the Department of English Studies at Complutense University of Madrid. To note, I asked her for a short bio to introduce her today, and I think her accomplishments could be a full-on report. So this is a very, very shortened version where I am still trying to pinpoint the key points, but hopefully you can talk to her about all of her accomplishments. It could be a 1-hour conversation. So in 2007, she created the research program studies in intermediality and intercultural mediation, which she still coordinates. She has been awarded various grants, including a Fulbright visiting scholarship at Harvard University. She has been vice chair at Marie Sklodowska-Curie European Postdoctoral Fellowships, Social Sciences and Humanities, and is a member of Marie Curie Alumni Association. She was also president of the European Society of Comparative Literature and is research chair of the New Directions in the Humanities Network since its creation. She has been founding editor of the journals of the network and continues to be chief editor of the International Journal of Literary Humanities, as well as its Spanish counterpart, Revista Internacional de Humanidades. She has supervised 9 PhD dissertations. Please welcome Asun López-Varela Azcárate.
Welcome, aloha, welcome to the family of New Directions in the Humanities. I'm going to do these presentations both in English and Spanish for our Spanish delegates coming from all over the world. Aloha, bienvenidos a la familia de New Directions, Nuevas Direcciones en las Humanidades, para los que venís de todos los países de habla española. As you have seen, we seem to be in symphony. New Directions in the Humanities is very much in symphony with the presentations that have been going on before, you know. We are proud to maintain that bilingual, multicultural approach, you know, maintaining the 2 languages. Nos sentimos desde New Directions orgullosos de haber podido mantener los 2 lenguas, tanto el inglés como el español, tanto en las revistas como en las revistas españolas como las inglesas, y incorporar otras lenguas en los países donde se va desarrollando la conferencia, ¿no? So we always incorporate these different languages as well in the different hosting countries. And as I said, this is really a family unconventional conference. I'm very proud to have been with them since the beginning, 23 years ago, when it was actually Phillip's father, William Cope from Illinois State University, who started the program. And we're welcoming more and more people every year into the family. Me siento muy particularmente orgullosa de ser parte de esta familia que se creó hace 23 años por parte del padre de Phillip, William Cope, y que ha continuado creciendo año tras año. It keeps growing year after year and creating ties across oceans this time, creando estos vínculos transoceánicos, ¿no? I think I need to give a very special thanks to the Cope, to Phillip and the Cope family, and Tamsin, who is welcoming you at the reception desk. Quiero dar las gracias particularmente a la familia de Cope, Phillip, que hablará después ahora en unos minutos, y Tamsin, que os da la bienvenida en el front desk, ¿no? And just to show you how the family continues to grow, I don't know how many of you have been in the previous conferences, like last year, Rome. Anybody present here that was in Rome or Paris? Yeah, you see many people come back, and Rhodes, yeah. And 2019, I met Patsy in Granada, waiting for the lunch. That's how we started our friendship. And now Patsy is hosting us here. And I would like to extend my thanks to her welcoming hosting ceremony, which is absolutely impressive. And all the team that is helping from Hawaii, Hilo, Hawaii University, which is, it's been breathtaking, the whole presentation. Estaba comentando que, que somos una familia y que continuamos creciendo y conociéndonos en las diferentes conferencias celebradas en Roma, en París, en Rodas, el año próximo en Lisboa, en Portugal. Espero veros allí. Comentar que en 2019 conocí a Patsy en Granada y pues eso ha hecho que hoy podamos tener la conferencia aquí en la Universidad de Hawái, Hilo, Hawái. Y darles las gracias por toda la fabulosa recepción que nos han montado y todo el departamento con todo ese cariño. All this loving organization that you have created, and enhancing these emotional ties among all the participants. So it's not a conventional, as I have said, it's not a conventional conference, it's a family. No es una conferencia convencional, es más una familia que continúa creciendo, and it keeps growing. So thank you very much to everybody, and I hope you enjoy the discussions and also the networking, which is extremely important. Espero que disfrutéis mucho de todos los encuentros, de las discusiones, del networking. Y espero veros el próximo año en Lisboa. I hope to see you again in Lisbon next year. So thank you very much. And now, Phillip, we go with the practicalities. Thanks.
Muchas gracias, Professor Asun. Last but not least, I would like to introduce you to an artist, researcher, and publisher whose work bridges scholarly communication and visual culture. As the chief social scientist at Common Ground Research Networks, He spearheads the development of CG Scholar, an innovative social knowledge platform designed to democratize knowledge creation and redefine the knowledge experience. He is also the co-founder of Immaterial Books, an independent art press devoted to boundary-pushing photographic and visual projects. Holding a PhD from the New School for Social Research, he investigates social contract theory, intellectual property regulation, and publishing as a distinctive media form. The list goes on and on, so I'll leave a bit of mystery for you all to find out. Welcome, Dr. Kalantzis-Cope.
Okay, everybody. Well, I'm Phillip the platypus. Okay, thank you. A very obscure Australian animal. I'd like to welcome you all here as well. It's been very moving this morning. We have worked for 2 years on this conference. Patsy said to me, Phillip, who's going to come to Hilo? We've been into these capitals of the world. What is it about Hilo? And I said, Patsy, we're going to bring people to Hilo because Hilo is the center. There are things that we need to know that can only be understood in this place. There are practices that can only be understood by getting immersed in a cultural experience here, in a geographic atmosphere, that the periphery is not always the periphery, right? That key ideas happen. And so we just kept working, and starting from yesterday, but also through this opening, and what I know what the programming is, Patsy, you have delivered on this vision, this principle, and showed us so much. And so I am personally humbled by being here. It is a great honor to bring this international group, to bring an oceanic journey together that we share. And so my first thank you goes to you, Patsy. Thank you. The other thing that's very important to us is to give opportunities in place, to give people a chance to be local. And that is expressed in no other, the most beautiful way through our Emerging Scholar program. So we have a group of local emerging scholars plus an international group as well. If I could have those people, if they're in the room, stand up for one moment at the back there, please. Let's give them a round of applause. So what's important about this program is that we have these people in the front of the room, guiding conversation, making sure that all the dots connect, not sitting in the back, quietly with their ideas. And we are, again, so blessed to have such a wonderful group. And I thank you for your participation. And just everyone be nice to them, please. Okay? So that is a big thank you. My next thank you is, to our steering committee. Could they stand up, please? If they're in the room, please, please. It takes a village, and there's a wonderful village here of intelligent people who are doing wonderful research, but also are very practical to make things happen, which is a rare combination. Smart and can deliver on making things run on time. So that is a big thank you. To Asun, who has been our intellectual lighthouse now for so long. Yes, we'll give her a round of applause. One of the things that we have spearheaded together is ensuring this group is both in English and Spanish language. Now, I don't speak Spanish, so I apologize, but I want to really recognize the Spanish language delegates that are here right now. It was always a bit of a gamble for this group, and they've made the boldest oceanic journey, and we appreciate your presence. One of the things I want to make sure that if you speak Spanish, that in the program, in the top corner is a little toggle where you can go between both programs. It's one conference, so please make sure that you feel like that's a place that you can go to as well. So don't be shy with that. As Asun said, I'm here for practicalities more than anything, and I just want to talk to you a bit about the format of the conference, but also some of the other things that we're trying to do with this research network. The first thing in the program you'll see after the opening, after the keynote, we have a talking circle. For those who have not been to one of our conferences before, the talking circles are a wonderful way for you to just meet each other and talk and introduce you both in a thematic way but in a personal way as well. So each of those rooms are broken up by theme of the conference. Go to that room that best fits your research area and do what I just said, which is introduce yourself, tell a bit about the work that you do, and really it's the first way for us to understand each other personally and intellectually. All the breaks and such will be outside, just in front of the registration area. There is still some room on the conference dinner if you're interested in joining us, so please talk to Tamsin about all those aspects. As I said to you, we are not just a conference. You know, we have a whole range of other ways that we hope that you can stay connected through your work. We have a wonderful journal collection, which we encourage you to submit your paper to, both in English and Spanish. One of the things that's important to us as the authors of the content of our group is that we give that content back to you. So as part of your conference registration, you can go into the bookstore, and 23 years of 5 or 6 journals of content is there for you to access. You know, so please use that as a resource. Go in there and find wonderful content, and hopefully we can add your content to that as well. We also have a book series as well, and Matthew is here. He published a book. Matthew, you want to stand up for 1 second, please? We'll give him a round of applause. He published a book this year perfectly titled American Misfit. And it's a wonderful story of his intellectual journey. And this is my Oprah moment as well, because I give you all books. Because if you sign in to the bookstore, you also get access to the electronic versions of all the books that we have published. Finally, I just want to explain to you a little bit about the technological infrastructure that we operate in. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we build our own technology. So the CG Scholar platform that you are in right now is something that we have built. We are both interested in the kind of conversations that you have here, but also the technological infrastructure that supports you over time. And so you'll see there's no printed program. We are trying to force you into this online space. You know, one, because printed programs are an environmental disaster. That is point one. But point two is we're trying to build a time capsule as a resource that you can come back to. So what you'll see is that there's a whole range. I think we have 50 or 60 online presentations, which are asynchronous content, which you can access. But we encourage you to upload a recording of your presentation too. And what that means is that the conference doesn't end after day 3. You can go back in, you can view content, you can comment on it, you can request it from other people, and that way this conversation can continue over time. So again, I really want to thank you all for being here. It's a great honor, and I hope you have a wonderful 3 days. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Before we introduce the plenary speakers, just some logistics. There are restrooms located outside on the left, and there's one near the campus center. There's also water, hydro flask filling water stations in the same area in the restrooms and in the library. And if you have time, please check out the historic Hawaiian fashion exhibit at the Mukini Library. You can find past campus center to the left side. Now I'd like to hand the mic to Senior Advisor De La Cruz, who will be introducing us to the plenary speakers.